EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Condors of Houston taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Take it on!
They go play action with Jackson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
Second and 10. He'll get this to Flowers, left side. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That good for 19 and a first down. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. On first down, they go back to Mitchell. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Ravens at 6-4 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Jackson now off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That is definitely what we call our defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
First down, here's Mitchell. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. When you look at this defense, now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
2nd and 9.
13.
Jackson now. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls, or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Now Jackson on first down. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Timing is crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Well, talk about a rhythm breaker right there. They'd been moving the ball well. Drive had started beautifully. That one's going to hurt.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to 4th down. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. This one from 46 yards out. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3's in. All in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well, so your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Lamb will go in motion. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. You look at this Baltimore defense. Right now they're ranked number 29 in the NFL against the pass. So 4th from the bottom, Charles.
And those are the kind of plays that this unit needs to make because they know that going against a team of this magnitude and the way that they're playing, they cannot afford to let them get on a roll early. Chip away at their timing.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 9. Option play, here's Pollard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. He finds his man, Pollard. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Third down and 1. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. First down, and it's Pollard again. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. To throw is Prescott. And that will be incomplete.
Got open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah,
right?
A little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
They go play action now. Jackson, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. Now, after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Middle. Hey, report. Yo. Shut up.
They'll drop to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over first and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Prescott to throw it. And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Out route to Hill, complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Second down and 3.
Gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the gun, a run for Hill. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
No, we changed it.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
So after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway and a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on 3rd down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. 2nd and 5. Here's Jackson to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
13. Yo. Middle.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He drops this one off underneath here for Hill. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Looking to throw. Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot,
this old brain remembers. When I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here in a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. A good gain of 12 yards that time.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Open man, the tight end, Luke Schoonmaker. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To the air again, Prescott. That is caught, Schoonmaker. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a 1st down.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Out right, he finds Tolbert. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Just 1 field goal and a tightly played first half as we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. Now they work this well upfield across the 45. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Dak's got this one complete to Pollard. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job
is simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it'll be second down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. Oh, they're changing this at the line. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So they get the 3 points, but they've now had 3 trips into the red zone, and that's all they've come away with.
And in the NFL, the way they measure red zone efficiency and success, did you score touchdowns on those drives? That's first and foremost. Getting points, that's the second measurement. So by that measure, they haven't done very well. They've got to figure that out.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
Osa Odigizua with the effort there to earn the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. To throw is Jackson. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion left.
Report.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
First down, Prescott. Pass incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into a bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here, getting 3 points.
Touchdown! C.D. Lamb halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Condors take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation and a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
At the 12-yard line.
Now Jackson. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3.
The score, Condors 17, Ravens 3.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's going to be taken down inside the 10 at about the 8-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. 2nd and a couple. Throwing is Jackson. That is incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Hey, report.
3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They've got his man complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Ravens have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Tucker with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
A false start backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Running the jet sweep as Prescott bats it forward. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Prescott. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. And Jackson cannot get away. And he'll go down. Osa Odighizuwa in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Jackson now. Throw left side complete. That's Mitchell. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Now 3rd and 2.
Here's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now it's Jackson. That went into the hands of Flowers. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
And Jackson throwing once more. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. They'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Heady on that one. Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
Now Jackson on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Another try, 2nd and 10 now. From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
DC, ready? Hey, middle. Shut up.
A handoff from Mitchell running left. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Here it is, 4th and inches.
13.
They'll run for it with Hill. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line.
And that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the 4th quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first downs.
Now Jackson. And he's brought down.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Here we go, 1st and goal.
Hey. Alpha, sit out.
Edwards. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Yeah. Report.
Jackson to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his home. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
3rd down and goal coming up here.
Hey.
Here's Jackson. To the right side, into the hands of Flowers. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Well, partner, they're still going to have to go for it after that play. And I'm not sure that the running game is going to be a part of what they have to do on 4th down now.
From this far out, you wouldn't think so. The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
Ozzy, sit up. No, we changed it. Middle.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. This ball intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. But Charles, a heartbreaking way to lose this game. They got into position for that final play, had a decent look toward the end zone, but ultimately picked off, and that's your ball game.
Yeah, they gave themselves a great opportunity, didn't they? They'll replay that snap over and over, but sometimes you just have to give credit to the other side. Defense stood up in the final moment and came through with the interception.
So for Houston, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.